Yes.
And we've seen it all year. I think you and I have talked about this off mic a couple times, maybe on mic. I firmly believe had that car run the whole season, that she would have won a race.
Oh, absolutely.
They were trending in that direction, top 5 in points, when funding issues put them on the sideline. Dave Richards and Fast Jack Beckman. Jack Beckman's return to the Texas Motorplex in a Nitro Funny Car on Sunday.
Was he at the draw auction last night?
He was not.
Maybe that was the variable.
Well, so the funny thing is I walked up in a pre-race and said, Jack, did you not come last night because, last year you came to the draw auction.
I gave you vertigo.
Loans and I gave you vertigo and you didn't get the race on Sunday. And he chuckled, looked at me, he goes, no, I came. I just left before you and Loans got there. Okay, that makes more sense. He said, I got there, we had delays, we were behind. I had an event to go to last night. They
so many dominoes fall that make things happen.
I said, wow, Jack, it's so weird that you would have found a way to not hang out with us again after last year. The Peak Performance Chevrolet, remember last year, Jack Beckman's team had to stand on the starting line and watch his opponent take a bye run because Jack was in the hospital. It ended up ultimately costing that team a shot at a world title.
What a statement of what the team means over there at John Force Racing. It was very moving.
Beckman is third in points, trying to chase down Matt Hagan and Austin Prock, his teammate, the points leader, and Dave Richards trying to spoil the plans in that Bluebird Turf Skag Racing team. Ford Mustang. Beckman moves first. They both go A to B. How about a 391 at 330 miles per hour? Track hadn't gone away yet. 391, 330 for Fast Jack Beckman. Speaking of making a statement, a 404 for Dave Richards, 318 miles per hour. It's a nice, solid run for Dave Richards and that team at 404. But Jack Beckman's 391 at 330 miles per hour.
Now, Jason, you talk about somebody that the rest of the field is rooting for right now. This is a huge one. Austin Prock has dominated. He was #1 qualifier this weekend. He is the points leader. It's a 20-point deficit for Matt Hagan, a little bit less than one may think. But this right here is a monster matchup, as we talked about earlier, when points leaders exit the building, how the windows and doors all smack wide open like Daniel Wilkerson at driver intros this morning. Did you see him?
I did not, no.
We'll talk about it when he comes up.
Okay.
But this is a big one here. Big one for Austin Prock and a big one for Blake Alexander, who has not been racing the full season. He's been sharing this ride with Hunter Green. So this is a very, very big one. Blake Alexander and that Pronto machine very in the mix, if you will, with the performance of this race car. They runnered up in Reading to Cruz Pedregon. And I know the boys over here on the left side of the racetrack, that loopy tortilla lane with Austin Prock, they do not take that lightly.
No, not at all. Not at all. Remember last year, Austin Prock had a mechanical failure on the starting line that kept him from winning this event. First matchup of the season between these two cars. Austin moved first and drives into the next round. 386! Oh my! Low ET of the weekend in Nitro Funny Car for Austin Prock, and that is a statement like I have never seen at this racetrack. 386.7, 335 miles per hour.
When Sean Lane is going rounds, there is nothing that makes him happier.
Jack Beckman and Dan Wilkerson means we're into Nitro Funny Car round number 2.
Dan Wilkerson has been on the verge of getting his first win. Car has been running great. He's been giving his dad, Tim, mad props, as he said, for getting this race car where it was. He's taken a couple of those hits on the shoulders, had a red light here and there. Nothing motivates a guy who is looking for that first win more than knowing that he's got to keep up with his car. And I love that about Dan Wilkerson, because together, when they both have the same good day, it's going to be good. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Wilkerson did not earn lane choice here, despite a 392 in round one. Jack Beckman went 391 once. Wilk actually made one of the 4 best runs of the round. He just lines up against one of those JFR Chevys. Those cars will look good this weekend.
And Fast Jack Beckman, I just talked with his girlfriend, Christine. She's back at home with some family stuff, and she was sending her well wishes. It's weird to not see her here.
It is weird to not see her here.
We're thinking about you, though, Christine.
The Peak machine on the left for Fast Jack. The Skag machine on the right. D. Will. Chevy and Ford with Hemmings. Trip the semis on the line. Great race. And it goes to Wilk on a whole shot. No, I'm sorry, 394. I can't read. 394.4, but he was 61 on the tree. It's part of why I said that. An 061 light for Dan Wilkerson. 394.4, 327 for Dan Wilkerson. A 399.3, 323 for Jack Beckman, who was 92 on the tree. Wilkerson left first, paced the race. He goes to the semi.
Spencer Hyde completes his burnout. Spencer Hyde all the way from north of the border. And there is your points leader, the Prock Rocket, Austin Prock. Just been on a tear. So now we get to say, Spencer's the one everybody wants to win right now. If they're following
no
behind
question
him.
about that.
The favorites in these classes are very fickle.
They've raced 2 times. They've each won a round this year. The one time they raced in a final, Austin Prock was victorious. Spencer Hyde hopes that that's only a final round issue and that history repeats itself in the early rounds. Austin Prock, who ran low ET of the weekend in round 1 of Funny Car with a 386.7. You know Jim Head. You know Jim Head.
Yes.
Is that a Blue Jays hat on Jim Head?
Yes.
Wow, Spencer Hyde has converted the Ohio native. Jim Head is now a Toronto Blue Jays fan.
It was Jim Head's call to put that big Canadian flag on that car as well. He says if we have a Canadian driver, we're going to represent Canada.
Good for Jim Head.
That's right. Big round right here. Spencer Hyde.
Huge round.
Looking for that first Wally, looking for something to solidify him as Rookie of the Year, and Austin Prock looking to move forward in the points. Here we go.
Spencer smokes the tires, and Austin Prock will extend his points lead with a 393 at 329 miles per hour. Credit to Spencer Hyde, 046 on the starting line. Austin was 59. Spencer moved first, but Austin Prock goes 393.9. The one thing everybody in Funny Car didn't want to see, the points leader going to the semis. We saw a Texan defeat a JFR car in Top Fuel with a little bit of lady luck. Feels like Chad Green is going to need a little bit of help as well. The way that Austin Prock's cars run today, but that's why they race. They don't do it on paper. Cornwell Quality Tools Chevrolet. Susan G. Komen for the Cure ribbon. Thorn. Cornwell Quality Tools logo. Chad Green. Line H drag strip. Tracked up in Kansas City. East of Kansas City. Logan Industries on that race car. Of course, Chad. Bonco. Family business. Midland, Texas. Box of tools. His son Hunter is raced on a part-time basis this year. Has been great behind the wheel of the other family car. Chad Green looking to return to his final round for the first time since the season opening event in Gainesville, where he beat, of all people, Ron Capps, the car who awaits. Cylinder out for Chad, and Austin's going to the finals. 396, 328 miles per hour. Chad Green left first. Again, might have been rolled in a little, doesn't matter. Left first goes 406 at 308, and Austin Prock uncharacteristically flat missed the tree. A 115 reaction time for the world champ. Highly unusual for the Cornwell Tools machine. And Austin Prock goes 396, 328 miles per hour. He'll earn lane choice over Ron Capps in the final round. And just like in Top Fuel, the points leader capitalizing on some other cars going out early here today. In this case, Matt Hagan's first round exit and Jack Beckman's round 2 exit, and Austin Prock starting to pull away in the Nitro Funny Car points standings. Carlisle Tools Toyota, Ron Capps completes his burnout. What a triumphant comeback this would be after the round 1 explosion. But he'll have to go through the world champion and points leader. Ron Capps battles Austin Prock, the Cornwell Quality Tools Chevrolet. That family team, they call it the Prock Rocket. Austin, who races for his father Jimmy, his brother Thomas, Nate Hildahl, they make the tuning decisions on that car. They've run roughshod over Nitro Funny Car for the better part of 2 seasons now. And coming into today, felt like they needed to make a statement after Matt Hagan closed within 1 round, leaving St. Louis. Matt Hagan went out in the first round here today, and Austin Prock is 1 win light away from erasing all of the goodwill Matt Hagan did in St. Louis, and then some. Hagan right now, cheering for Ron Capps, as is Jack Beckman, I'm sure, even if he won't tell you that to your face. And the final round of Funny Car set. It's going to be a good one, Courtney.
It is going to be a good one. It's funny, as soon as you said that, my eyes went to Jack Beckman. He is very firmly on the left side of this racetrack.
Yeah, he knows where the paychecks come from. Jimmy Prock makes the final call on Austin's car, and Guido, Dean Antonelli, walks away from Ron Capps. The final pair of the weekend, the final pair of the Stampede, the Funny Car final. Here we go. Austin moved first. Capps has a parachute out, and Austin Prock goes 395, 328 miles per hour. The points leaders sweep the weekend at the Texas Motorplex, and Austin Prock wins for the 21st time in his career, his first at the Stampede of Speed. Austin Prock gets a cowboy hat to match the color of the race car here in Dallas.
On the Play NHRA replay, all you want is a good drag race right here, and Ron legged it out. What could have been, but unfortunate situation for him, and he got a front row seat to Austin Prock winning the Fall Nationals.
I will take nothing away from Ron Capps, and like you said, you want it to be a fair race to the finish line. But Austin Prock left first, and at 60 feet, when the parachute was still in the car, was 16 thousandths ahead of Ron. He put 200s plus on Ron by 60 feet.
Yep.
It would have been very difficult for Ron Capps to run down Austin Prock's 395.9, but you still want to see that race. And there is the reigning world champion climbing out of this race car, triumphant for the 21st time in his career. Let's hear from Austin Prock.
Austin Prock laughing up here about the size of this cowboy hat, but I don't think it matters about the size of the points that you have in this championship. Austin, I know what you're looking at on that time slip. Why are you your toughest competitor out here?
Well, I just want to be the best all the time, for not only for myself, but really for my team. You know, they put a lot of work into this, and I just have to go play for, 3.9 seconds. But they work, day in, day out, and bust their tails in this heat, and to bring home a win. All my boys are getting cowboy hats, and they're stoked about that. My blower guy Bobby is getting married in the winter, and they're wearing cowboy hats to his wedding. So we're all getting cowboy hats. You're welcome, Bobby. Good job today, and really proud of this Cornwell Tools team. Everyone at Task Force Rahal that was out here this weekend, super cool to get them in the winner's circle, and proud of my family, proud of this team. Thank you.